continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Cornhuskers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Dumps it to the back. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game.
He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Hoosiers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
That play right there is exactly why they brought this guy in through the portal, because of his game-breaking speed. They wanted another dimension in the passing game, David. A guy that could take the top off, and early in this game, early in the season, a big exclamation point for the offense.
I'd say return on investment is pretty strong early, right? Trying to get that guy they talked about, they needed the playmaker, the guy that could take the top off, the guy that could really be the focal point of this offense. Well, mission accomplished so far. They find him early. He makes the big play. This has got to get the fan base excited about this transfer.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Give to the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. It's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent at this position as of
maybe a crease. Gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Hoosiers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
Coming out with it, it's Hunter. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Thrust that arm out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skill.
Could be an alley. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back.
Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ives. Shakes off the defender. Touchdown, Nebraska! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Snagged in the middle. It's shot. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's shot. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, and they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And, guys, that's not going to be the last time.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes it past the marker, and they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Right back to the well. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The run inside. It's Ives. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. That's caught, it's shot. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. With the catch, it's Preston. He's loose. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Indiana! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-off.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it?
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it past the stick, slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a 4th down conversion.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rushes on him. It's complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Delay to the back. It's Ives. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. That's caught. It's Barney. Makes a grab and room to run. To the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the 1st half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Marsh. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Complete in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The inside handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Calandria. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Indiana. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Got a man, it's Hunter. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. There he goes, open it up. He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit sweeter. A punt return for a touchdown to end the half.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 10 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Crimson Tide taking this fellow top 10 team to the cleaners so far. We're not even at halftime, and it's looking like a one-sided affair. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
A little release to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Here comes the heat. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Finds his big tight end. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Makes the catch, it's Richard. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping through the defense. Speeding down the left side. He's at the touchdown. Hoosiers. And the stomping has commenced. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Great place to start for this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Hard. Just dismissing tackles. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Back to pass. It's Hoover. Sets up the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Hoosiers looking to convert on 4th down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. The 50. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Handoff from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Running inside. It's Ives. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Leaves it with the running back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking to pass, it's Calandria. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this deep.
Breaks into the open. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing.
Finding some room. Got enough for the 1st. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He uncorks one deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They extend this lead, and it they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together. Be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To the air, it's Hoover. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll run it. It's Richard. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the ball is loose on the return.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. So they're facing third and short from the 25. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Nebraska.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. The offense changing the play. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. The run inside. It's Richard. Still running at the 35. Got a little grass. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.